George Lucas and Steven Spielberg present a Don Bluth film, The Land Before Time. Long ago, when the Earth was new, 5 friends, lost and alone,
Mother, where are you?
took an incredible journey.
You want to go with me? Yeah.
Through a land of wonder and a land of danger.
I hope he doesn't eat any of you. Quick, this way.
From the creators of An American Tale comes a story of friendship,
Do not stop. We must stay together.
courage,
Oh, you can't quit now. What if the Great Valley is just over the top of these rocks?
and laughter. From Universal Pictures.
Some things you see with your eyes, others you see with your heart.
A new adventure is born. The Land Before Time.
Well, DVD Roulette does it again. So it landed on the very popular movie from 1988, The Land Before Time.
Who are you?
I'm Chip Cod Roach, and and I am now jumping back into the 80s. We went from First Man, which came out in 2018, next which came out in 2007, and I decided to go back to 1988. I wonder why.
You did not decide.
Sorry, the DVD Roulette decided to go back to 1988. It said I've had enough of the 2000 plus crud. So I'm going
Like
back.
both of them.
But I do like both of those movies, yes. But the DVD Roulette said I'm sick of the plus 2000 era. Let's go back to the 80s when things were a little bit better. So, yes, this is a Spielberg and Lucas film, and I will be reviewing it right after this.
The Land Before Time. Littlefoot, Sarah, Papa, and Spike share an incredible journey.
Where's Petrie?
Along the way, they become best friends.
Now we'll always be together.
She ain't named Petrie.
And now these lovable characters can be your child's friends too. With a pizza from Pizza Hut, the Land Before Time dinosaur is only 99 cents. So come to Pizza Hut. Your
Chip
friends
would
are
have been in
waiting.
Beast too.
Always be together.
So Wonderful Pizza Hut has done it again. So I believe these were the first puppets that it came out with. As you can see, they are all here. Yes, I got these for the future Mrs. Chip Cod Roach, and and she has all of them. And yes, we do have Petrie, Ducky, Littlefoot, Sharptooth, Spike, and Sarah. And I have my other guest who's sleeping. This is, of course, Skip, who always makes an appearance. And as you can see, he left his vegetables from his dinner. So, yes, so this is The Land Before Time. Hopefully, you enjoyed that wonderful Pizza Hut commercial. Only 99 cents for the puppets. And I believe you can find them on eBay.
You did find them on eBay.
Yes, I did. I don't know if they went up in price or not. I have not checked. I had no reason to. So here they are if you want to check out eBay to look them up. So the Land Before Time,
Did we put the Allison?
yeah, we did. So yes, we did end up getting doubles of Sarah. So the Land Before Time, not a lot of notable names that you might hear of, but there are a few people that were listed that you've seen in other movies. Pat Hingle, who does direct this, he was in all of the Batman movies. He was in Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. He was Commissioner Gordon.
Nope, I've seen them.
So you would have seen him in that. And also we have Gabriel Damon. I actually forgot to look up. There's no picture, so I don't believe they were actually in much. And then we have Helen Shaver, who is Littlefoot's mother. Yes.
Who's the other guy?
What other guy?
So that's the name. The
Pat
Gabriel-
Hingle?
The Gabriel guy.
Oh, Gabriel Damon as Littlefoot.
No, you did not say that.
I can see what he was known for.
I thought that Littlefoot doesn't have parents. I thought it was his grandparents.
You thought what? He does. He has a mother, but we'll get into that. So Gabriel Damon, who voiced Littlefoot, he was in RoboCop 2, Newsies, Tequila Sunrise, and of course The Land Before Time. So now we have Littlefoot's mother. She is played by, I have to go back, Helen Shaver. And unfortunately, I have to look these people up because, like I said, I don't really I can picture them, but I don't know what they were exactly in, or if I didn't hear of anything that. Oh yes, I did. Okay, so Helen Shaver was in The Craft. She was also in an Amityville Horror, uh, Poltergeist: The Legacy, and Desert Hearts.
Never heard of any of those.
You have The Craft. I don't remember her part in it though. And then we have there we go. Yes, Bill Irwin. He is Littlefoot's grandfather, and we have seen him make little appearances here and there. He was in Home Alone. He was in Dennis the Menace. He was a conductor in Naked Gun 3 and Third. And I'm trying to see what else he was in. But my tablet is not cooperating. Oh, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. So he is in several of those 90s movies. He's in them for about maybe just a couple minutes, but you would definitely recognize him if you saw him. And we have the wonderful, why do I even bother? Frank Welker is the voice of Spike. I'm just going to assume every cartoon thing we do, Frank Welker is going to pop up.
Does Spike even talk?
He may not. That could be why he's uncredited.
I don't even think Spike speaks.
And we know Frank Welker, of course, from Scooby Doo, The Real Ghostbusters, Bobby's World, and I'm only going to name those three because he's literally in almost everything. DuckTales and Darkwing Duck too. So now I will just move on and pretty much go on to the next person here.
Who voices Sarah?
Oh, that's actually who I was getting to next. Candace Hudson.
Never heard of it.
I think she was in a show called Shade Strings. Yes, again, I do apologize. I just haven't heard of any of these people here. Oh, Evening Shade. I'm sorry. Daily Dearest and The Land Before Time too.
Petrie?
Oh, that is Will Ryan. Fortunately, there is just no back button here. Oh, let's see. The Little Mermaid, an American Tale, and Thumbelina. So I guess he is just a Disney fanatic. And then unfortunately, we have the sad story for, I just got to get her name up here. This will be the last one, I believe. Judith Barcy, the voice of Ducky. And unfortunately, she was murdered just a couple months before this movie actually went out. So, very, very sad story there. I'm just trying to see what she was in because her family did end up buying a house. Oh, yes, Jaws the Revenge, Remington Steele, All Dogs Go to Heaven, and The Land Before Time. So the story here is very, very simple. These dinosaurs were born in a very, very hard time. They want to get to the Great Valley because of the rich vegetation, and of course, they run into obstacles along the way.
Yeah.
Lightfoot may have lost his mother along the way, so it's pretty much up to him to find his way to the Great Valley. The story is very simple, very short. This movie is only an hour and 9 minutes long, and I actually do remember seeing this in theaters with my mom.
Of course you do. Is there anything you have not seen in theaters with one of your parents or your brother?
Yes, Titanic. Oh, nope.
That's a lie. You've seen that
I saw that with my brother. Yes, and he covered his eyes. So now, oh yes, they did. So yes, family movie night was a big thing because movies were a lot cheaper. We just saw the Mario movie.
For you, not for me.
Yeah, yeah, we just saw the Mario movie, and I believe they charged $19 a person.
Yes, they did.
So now, with that being said, I will now show the very first clip, and I'll do that in just a second.
They don't have no food. What was there a fire? Looks like there was a fire.
Yet, even hatching could be dangerous. One herd had only a single baby, their last hope for the future. And they called him Littlefoot.
Well, here's a pretty nasty dinosaur. I guess he just wants to have another omelet. But he does miss, don't worry. And he goes through a few hills, and he pretty much, this is how he gets hatched. So this is Littlefoot. This is a nice way to introduce him. His mother does end up picking him up, and this is the last dinosaur in the herd. So obviously, the other eggs were picked over by a very greedy dinosaur. So, so there is Littlefoot. He's alive and well, but all these other dinosaurs come over to, let's just say, they want to. They look like they're going to greet him, but then other ones, yes, they want to eat Littlefoot. This is the wonderful world of the dinosaurs. So, welcome to nature, Littlefoot. But his mother does save him. So, Littlefoot lives. Don't you worry. Everything is fine. But now we're going to see how scarce food is. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Quickly, come here. Look, up there. A tree star. It is very special. A tree star.
So food is scarce. This is like going into a grocery store during the whole COVID thing and trying to find toilet paper
Or
and
a
meat.
storm.
Or a storm. I thought COVID was worse because all the meat was gone. So now so Littlefoot here has one little leaf, and I guess what his mother's saying is the Great Valley has lots of these little leaves. It is a very vegan friendly um I guess land apparently, or valley for that matter. Littlefoot meets the wonderful and charming Sarah, who um, who is attempting to play with a bug. Unfortunately, this bug had a lot of rotten pizza because he's going to make a mess on Sarah, and I will show that clip in just a second. Well, like I said, this bug had some rotten pizza and decided to just plop some excrement on Sarah. So Lightfoot or Littlefoot, for that matter, Lightfoot. He decides to. He thinks that Sarah is playing after he laughs at her, which I would have done too. And no, per Father of the Year intercedes and says that Longhorns don't play with long necks. Isn't that pleasant? There's already this is how parents actually do act today. We don't want your kid playing with your kid. It's the same nonsense. Only this is dinosaurs. So like I said, Father of the Year is now already Sarah is regurgitating the nonsense coming out of her father's mouth. But it doesn't take long for them to find some frogs to play with. Don't worry, frogs are harmless. They will not lift solid oak or move your furniture for you, or go off and drive your car. So, or their own car or yours, and then they have somebody else actually back their car out of their own driveway because they can't back out. So frogs are useless. So they are playing with frogs. But that will change though because we get to meet Sharptooth for the first time as well. So so I will show the useless frogs and wonderful Sharptooth in just a second.
Over here. Hey, this is fun.
What is that, T-Rex? Okay.
So this is typical. They're playing with frogs, having a good time, and leave it to Sharptooth to just ruin everything. But at least they have a stupid T-Rex chasing them. Not exactly the brightest dinosaur chasing them down. So that's the good news. The bad news is Amy Schumer decided to pass gas and ruin some of the rocky foundation, and this causes separations. Um, I guess a divide, a big some holes in the earth, and my favorite, death. So now I will show that clip in just a second.
In this time of the clash of continents, a great earthquake split the land. Herds were divided. Families were cut in two. Littlefoot was separated from his grandparents. Were on the other.
So this is what happens when Amy Schumer has too many buffalo wings. She ends up passing gas, and now the continents are now breaking apart. She caused the earthquake. So she also caused Littlefoot to. His mother is now injured. And thank you, Amy. So Sarah is also broken away from her parents. Um, probably not the huge of losses because now she has to learn to get along with others without Father of the Year butting in. So so now I will show what will happen to Littlefoot's mother in just a second. This is a clip that I do have to show because this is honestly a big part of the movie. Is it sad? Yes, my mom cried. I did not. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Sure I can. Yes, you can. Get up.
Dear sweet Littlefoot, do you remember the way to the Great Valley?
I guess so. But why do I have to know? You're gonna be with me.
I'll be with you. Even if you can't see me.
What do you mean if I can't see? Can I?
So listen closely.
So, unlike Amy's bad comedy, now she has killed Littlefoot's poor mother. So, so now Littlefoot has to find a way to do this on his own because his poor mother has not made it through this little ordeal. So now he does probably end up stronger out of this, but this cannot be easy for poor Littlefoot. So now the good news is he gets to see his friend Sarah again. The simple minded Sarah has made her return. And let's see if she's any nicer now that they are both sort of on their own. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Oh, wait! I'm going to the Great Valley. We could.
Is she sure about that? Because she just made herself fall.
Yeah.
Well, at least we wouldn't be alone. Well, when I find my sisters, I won't be alone. So go away. Reborn seems very dangerous. Talk together.
Well, this is good old Sarah here. So she was talking about how great Longhorns were, that she doesn't need help. Oh, sorry. What did I say? Longhorns? Well, she's not. I did. Yeah, I take that back. She's not a bull. So yes, a three horn.
Longhorn this whole time.
Have I really? Well, okay. So I guess I've been calling her a longhorn this whole time. So this wonderful three horn here. Um, she falls down a hole, and obviously, I guess she doesn't need Littlefoot's help. But it's okay because Littlefoot is very very likable, and he meets a couple other friends along the way by accident. So I will show them in just a second.
Poor Ducky. Oh no. Poor Petrie.
Huh?
Well, my name's Petrie.
Petrie, huh? Funny name.
I fly?
No, you fall. I fall.
Well, here is Littlefoot's two new friends. This is Petrie is the one with the loud mouth that constantly repeats things, talks a lot. Sorry, Ducky is the one that repeats things. I get both of these guys mixed up. Well, one, I thought that Petrie would be the. I thought Ducky would actually be the bird, but I guess we're the. I forgot what they're called. The
Pterodactyl?
That's it. Yes, the pterodactyl. And I like dinosaurs too, but for some reason I just had a brain cramp. So he meets his two new friends here. One of them by total mistake. He was eating a plant, and then poor little Petrie just ends up falling. So I do like the mix of personalities. You have Sarah, who is the stubborn idiot. She does join the clan again at some point, and then of course you have Ducky, who talks all the time, and then poor Petrie ended up just sort of kind of stumbling into this adventure. And now Ducky meets Spike. So we get to see Spike in just a few minutes. I think he's one of my favorites. So I will show that clip in just a second.
We're going to the Great Valley.
Seriously, you sleeping in the egg?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
You are a spike tail, so we will call you Spike.
So this is the wonderful Spike. This is one of my favorite characters. So eventually, poor Ducky has to obviously use its mouth and its strength here to get the egg off of him. He's just sort of laying around, not doing too much. So the egg's off. He gobbles up these dead plants, and then he falls back to sleep. So Ducky grabs a little plant, and that's how they get Spike to follow along. So Jay Bird, Mr. Cool Guy, will be reviewing Ants, and I will be reviewing, obviously, The Land Before Time. So if you are interested in Ants, that would be a video to check out. I guess we're in the cartoon modes here, going back and forth with that. So now moving on. So I forgot to mention that Petrie is the scaredy cat of the bunch. So I guess he's even afraid to fly. So let's see what happens when they try to get him to go up and actually get some plants for them to eat. Let's see how well that works out. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Okay. Hey, not too fast. Hey, not too fast. Ah!
So I guess Petrie here, almost a Ducky again. Petrie learned that he can fly. So I guess he didn't know what his wings were. So they do lift him up, and he does end up getting these wonderful plants that don't seem appetizing at all. I wonder if this is why I didn't really pay attention to the movie in the theater. So um, Spike here does devour many of them, and and like I said, this is a very funny scene because Petrie then learns that he has wings, and Lightfoot is even sort of blowing to make him.
What did you? Why do you keep calling people wrong names?
I don't know why. What did I say? So Littlefoot. I'm getting the movie mixed up with Indian in the Cupboard. The Native American's name in that is actually called Lightfoot. So Littlefoot here is trying to help his friend Petrie out. So now Sarah is in trouble again, which is which should be no surprise at all. The wonderful, great Three Horn is in trouble with some unwanted guests. So I will show that clip in just a second, but just I would not help her. So I will show that in just a second. I would have just left Sarah. Well, I'm getting Sarah's name right. Oh yes, except for I kept calling her a Longhorn. So 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 uh, so now the this wonderful Three Horn here. She's so tough and wise, and yet she's always getting lost or captured, or in this case, almost eaten. So she mentions everybody except Littlefoot. How? I mean, this is so rude. So honestly, those guys should have just left Sarah. They should have just left her stranded. So now they do have one little run in with Sharptooth. So I will show that clip in just a second. Petrie actually learned how to fly on his own. It just took him the entire 1 hour and 9 minutes to do it. So I will show that clip in just a second. Well, this is pretty much the end of good old Sharptooth. So he's got no more teeth at all. And they did almost lose Petrie in the. They almost did lose Petrie off the cliff as well, but they did not. So that was a good thing because I think Petrie and Spike are probably my two favorites. Um, Ducky is actually a close. It's kind of a close one. I actually do like Ducky as well. Um, so now that Sharptooth is out of the picture, it's a little bit easier to now get to the Great Valley. Just as long as no other let's just say there's no more nonsense earthquakes, as long as Amy Schumer sticks to her healthy diet and Rosie O'Donnell stops throwing temper tantrums, we are good to go. So everything looks pretty promising, and it looks like the Great Valley is in sight, but I'm not going to show the actual ending. So I will show the final clip in just a second. Well, somebody's already giving these dinosaurs the Bad Parent Awards, so I guess they must be Walmart shoppers. So so now now they do end up making it to the Great Valley, but let's see what did Littlefoot's grandparents make it, or did they break their hips? We will not know, and you'll have to watch this movie for yourself. Did Sarah's parents become bullhorned, three horns, and end up taking a tumble, or did Sharptooth get them just because they're really annoying? So, did Petrie's parents did they scare themselves to death? Did Ducky's parents tuck themselves to death?
What the hell is going on?
We don't know. So you will have to watch this movie for yourself. But typical, it's not streaming anymore. These wonderful streaming services that everybody loves so much took the Land Before Time off. So yes, so streaming it is done. You now have to rent or buy it. I recommend buying it on eBay or go to your wonderful Walmart and see if you can pick up the entire collection, which I believe, I'm not really sure where we bought the entire collection at.
Walmart.
Oh dear, we did go to Walmart. Um, yes, and I recommend wearing a protective suit from the filth that's in that store. So, so now I will do my review. This did come out in 1988, and I believe the top movie that year was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So I think that is true. Um, so now, was this one of my favorite movies? Believe it or not, it actually wasn't. I did not own this, which is a shock to a lot of people since they know that I am interested in dinosaurs. But um, I did like it, but it wasn't one that I would really put on my top list. However, because this was a popular movie and the story really isn't bad, it just wasn't my cup of tea, is really what it was. I will highly recommend it to people because it was popular. It is, I can definitely see why people like it. It is just not one of my favorites. It is not like The Brave Little Toaster that was just a piece of garbage. This was actually a good movie, just it's just not my preference. But if I am going to grade it, I will give it a B plus. Because just because it isn't my preference, I'm not
You were
saying
wrong.
what?
You were wrong.
And apparently, I was wrong about the top movie in 1988. I guess even the great ones could be wrong from time to time.
Here's Rain Man.
That makes sense. So, what did
Who Framed Roger Rabbit was up there, but was not number one.
so let me guess. It was probably number two. So I guess Rain Man was the number one, and that was because of Dustin Hoffman, not Tom Cruise. So I would I mean this one probably didn't fall off far behind. I mean maybe not, maybe it wasn't a top movie. This was also very short, just an hour and 9 minutes, like I said. They did a nice job promoting this movie. They had the hand puppets. They also came out with dinosaur graham crackers. Not Land Before Time ones, but you get the idea. Dinosaurs. I had toy dinosaurs, and then there was also a children's book, The Land Before Time, which I would read before I went to bed. So promoting the movie was very good. I know I got a question: did the book come out first? No, the movie did. Then the book followed. What people don't realize is these movies were up for more than 3 weeks. This movie was probably up in my guess 3 to 4 months, and then we had to wait forever to get it on VHS. It didn't just come out, and there were no streaming services. So he wasn't even born. I don't even think he was born yet. So now that we're trying to get the timeline here, my brother was probably just a newborn baby, and my dad was probably home with him while me and my mom were seeing this. I get it. My mom wanted to get out of the house. Totally understandable. So it's starting to come together. So yes, this.
You were the problem child? I doubt that.
No, I was very good in the movies. Thank you very much.
I saw about in general.
because I actually did pay attention to these, and like I said, this was an enjoyable movie, just maybe not my cup of tea. So please comment below.
What grade did you give this?
I give it a B plus.
Oh, I didn't know that
It's
part.
yeah, it's like I said, it's not my personal preference, but and now I'm trying to think how many other movies followed. Was there 7 of them?
I think so.
But they went, I believe they actually went straight to VHS or DVD. The second one, I'm a little iffy on. That one maybe went out in theaters, but the other ones definitely straight to video. So, comment below. Let me know what you think of this. Did you enjoy seeing this as a kid, like most people did?
Yes,
Um,
I did.
comment below, subscribe if you want, and thank you very much for watching.